My name is Geoffrey Abaza. I am the LC1 chairman of Wanyange A Village in Rigwa Sub-County, Arua District. I've been working as a community representative for MYJ. MYJ is a Maendeleo ya Jamii. It is an organization which works with the community. The way of choosing me was calling the community members together. They choose the best person who can represent them in the MSF, where it was like voting or even selection amongst very many people who were there witnessing that this one can fit. When we sit together with my community members, they give their view of what they think they can do in the community. Like they had challenges of water, they had challenges on education, they even had challenges on roads. Before we joined with MYJ, we used to operate with local government, like at sub-county level or LC2 or district level. Our relationship with local government was okay, but we didn't see any effect. Sometimes district people, they don't come for monitoring, and even sub-county doesn't come for monitoring. They say, come, we call you for meeting, can you write your action points or can you write your proposals for your village? We write these things. I don't know, I don't even remember how many we have written to sub-county, but no effect on those action points and whatever we have written. They don't favor our action points or our proposals, but they only favor their own. Because why I say this is, when we write our own proposal from the village, we take it to sub-county, nothing is done. But sub-county, they can plan their own action points, they bring it to us. Sometimes they bring things which we feel they are not okay for us. One example is, we never needed a latrine in our school. We felt a teacher's house should be a priority, but they brought a latrine. So those are how we are relating with them. So we are not understanding ourselves. So our relationship before with local leaders, like local government and sub-county, I can say it was not bad, but they were not doing the best to our development. Right now, because of MYJ, we are doing things on our own way, not their own way. When they selected us to represent the MSF in Kampala, we are two. We go to Kampala to represent our issues from the village. And we get issues from the MSF, we take them back to the village. We call the community, we sit together with them, is where we sat together with the community, we bring it to the MSF, then from MSF, we also take it back to the community. It is like a cycle where development continues. And when we met at sub-county, rather during the MSF, with the leaders, some of their views were not okay. And even like district leaders, they felt, the district leaders felt community leaders or community representatives cannot talk like we talk. Because sometimes we talk things from the community. We are the community, the district leaders are also community members. Things which they are supposed to do, they don't do those things because they feel these are community people. But they forget that they are part of the community. So forgetting, like development issues. So sometimes they think on their own issues which they think is better for them. But we feel our relationship with them was a big gap, which MSF has now told us, and we are now working together, even with them. If there are letters, we go to them, we do follow-ups on the letters we write to sub-county. Like recently, I've been following a letter where we needed a technical school in our village. So we have to follow up letters which we write. Because if we don't follow the letter, and somebody will say, like the LC3 people will say, the letter is there, we are still working on them. So we have to do the follow-up in the sub-county, even district, everywhere. So everything which we have done has caused for us development in my community. Because of the coming of MYJ, we are able to write action plans. Even we go to Kampala, we even represent our issues to sub-county, even up to district. We do follow-ups on everything. That is why Wanyange is changed now. Right now, when we sit together and discuss our issues, they feel at place just because of MYJ helping us in the community. When they never came there before, the village was at a sorry state. It means people didn't know what they can do. Even writing projects and even sometimes action plans, we are not there in the village. I get acquainted with a lot of stories and with a lot of information from MSF by MYJ. By then, refugees were there in other neighboring villages. But Wanyange was not involved in the issues of refugees. So when I got information from MYJ, this one now ground me to go and talk to the refugee leaders after I had already talked to the community members. So I went with a team to represent our issues to Office of the Prime Minister. By then it is OPM to represent our cry that we need development, so the development cannot happen without refugees. That was the condition. So we felt the refugees can be brought to our village because earlier on the refugees were there. So we felt it was our time to go to OPM to represent our view about bringing the refugees. Only because when we got that overview and information from MYJ, we now have ways of getting organizations, the NGOs who are working with the refugees. Now it is a matter of picking your pen, you organize your community, you write through the leaders, you sit together with refugee leaders, you go to an organization, anything which you need, the organizations can even bring without the district getting involved. Organizations who are coming to work with refugees, we make follow-ups on these letters. Right now, if you go to my village, you find water has been brought. The road network is very good, though not to a certain standard where we feel every road is okay, but they have done for us good road. On education, they have even built more classrooms. Like right now, if you go to Wanyange, we used to have one classroom block of 4 classes, but right now we have more than 4 classroom blocks which have been brought because of the coming of the refugees. And we also have under education accelerated learning program where out of school children who left school earlier on and they are elderly, they come back to school as dropouts, so they come and join again for 3 classes. Class 1 is for slow learners. The other one is for high up learners, and then the last one they sit for PLE. So it means it is a project which has come because of the refugees. And again, under education, we have a secondary school which was not there in the whole sub-county. But right now, the first secondary school which has been brought here in my village is sitting in Wanyange village, which has now students of about over 400 of only 3 classes, which is senior 1 up to 3. But we anticipate next year the class will go to senior 4, and though they have started the dormitory for girls, I'm anticipating the number will go up to 1,000 next year when students are brought, and we have around 21 teachers, and some of them are we have the staff who are helping teaching the students, and even we have one bazaar, and even we have cooks, we have cleaners who are all working there. The number is up to 28. This is for the staff. And the school garden for secondary school, we sat together with the community members. They even gave bigger land for secondary school because they are thinking next other years, this secondary school might even become a university because the land is very big, over 50 acres, which could even harbor other developments, even like for farming and other things. So all this development are as a result of the coming of the refugees. Not forgetting the issue of the road. Now Unit Sarah is even doing a lot of work because of the coming of the refugees, and the road network is, as I had earlier on said, it is very good, and this will ease transport for our goods and services which we want to take even in other markets like animals, and even the refugees when they want to go and visit other camps. All this is helping us. And another issue which has come there as a result of refugees is water. We even have the motorized system of borehole, which is motorized with solar. So it is taken into water taps where other villages even come and get water because it is spread the whole village. It means other villages will not come and bang this water from the borehole, except they only get water in other parts where it is taken from a bigger source of a borehole with solar, which community members are getting to feed themselves and even do other domestic work and even drink some of this clean water, which is helping the community. And these refugees, the way we are staying with them is very good. And people used to say refugees are very bad people, like from South Sudan. They have bad behavior. We have socialized with them. If they have cases in their camps, they even sometimes come and call me. I get their leaders, who are called the RWC ones, which means Refugee Welfare Council 3, and ones from the level of local council 1. So we sit with them, we solve these issues. Up to now, the way I'm seeing these refugees even don't think they will go back because the war is still continuing. Another thing which I don't forget is there are now security lights. If you move at night, you get black spots where people used to fear that people can be attacked within there. So there are security lights where you can move without any other problem among the camps, where we feel we are staying better with these refugees. Other villages started copying from us after we had now brought refugees, even including other districts which had no refugees, like Moyo and even Yumbe. They didn't have refugees. So after seeing our example, they felt they have to bring refugees for development, which even up to now is helping them. Like even other counties now, very many sub-counties now need refugees in their place, which is the cause of what we had already thought, which is helping the community. The information I got from MSF reveals us that with or without oil and gas, people should go to actually send their children to school, because they will tap employment opportunities. Like right now in my village, we have a nursery school where even our children are going to the nursery school. From there, they will go to primary school, secondary. After secondary, they will go to maybe university or other institutions. So this is a great change. Right now, even if the issue of drilling, oil, whatever are not there, people have started to benefit. They have said there is no oil, so there are other companies which will come again to check if there is oil. But they will find people are already organized. Like in my community, if you go right now, the issue of oil, people can talk about it. They know what they can do in terms of education and in terms of, let me say, social services. It is now helping them a lot. Though the issue of oil is still, there are some confusions, because they said the first company which came never hit the target. But we hope another company which comes might hit the target, and then more people will benefit. Other villages will be left behind, but we should have been a step ahead, even if we haven't seen the spills of oil. We now feel with MYJ, and without MYJ we can stand in the whole community to do better things. As a result of MYJ coming to our aid,